Hello everyone, welcome to new tutorial of Effect House. And in this tutorial, we are going to learn basics of nodes, and we will be creating a simple UI picker similar to Spark AR. So let's start. User will be able to change the color of hair using the UI buttons. For example, if they select different color, hair will change the color. So we are also using hair segmentation. So let's start. At first, we will start with assets. So here are no most assets, but I have created these three buttons in Photoshop. If you want to create, you simply can create it using Photoshop. If you want to use any other image, you are okay to use, and but I'll be teaching to create using Photoshop for the button PNG. So what you can do is you can create new file and change width and height to 1000 will work, I think. Both make both 1000 pixels and create and choose ellipse from here and draw here and change width and height to 920 or any you want. Now position it to center, then double press to this ellipse here, and you will find the color picker section, so you can choose any color for your button. And I have used green, brown and blue, so you can use any as you require. So press OK and simply save it as PNG. Save as, and you can name it and save PNG. And I would recommend to name it according to color, so it will be easier in Effect House. And simply press save, and our button is ready. Before moving forward and creating a new file, I would like to explain a logic what we are using here. So what we are doing is we want user to choose color, and when user choose green color, it will be green color, and other color will be deactivate, and any other color is selected from button, then other color will be disabled. So it is the main logic here. So we will be creating it in our visual scripting. So let's create new project. Now we'll be importing our assets. So import the buttons. Now go to add object in hierarchy. So you will be able to add 2D screen image. So what it does is it will allow us to add image here in the screen where we'll be using our buttons. So drag it according to your position you want to put it in. Then rename it as then answer from here. So then simply duplicate it. In Windows, I think it is Control D to duplicate. And now just change the X position. So rename. We will rename it first. And change. Now change X position. Now we'll be using hair segmentation. To add hair segmentation, go to hierarchy and go to add object, and from segmentation choose head and face segmentation and choose hair segmentation. So rename it as your color. Now you can change color from inspector panel. At here you can change color of your hair segmentation and choose according to your requirement. So we'll make it brown here. Now we'll repeat the process for 3 times. So while repeating, don't just duplicate this hair segmentation, as I had some issue during my work while I duplicate it. So I recommend to go to add object and then add it from here. So add another hair segmentation, name it, then change color accordingly, like previous step, and do it for last time. Rename it to as your color you have used. And now let's get into visual scripting. So at first, on docket, when you can attach and de-attach the this visual scripting. So on docket, so at first you will see update and start nodes here. So what start node and update node is that start is the node which runs once your effect while it starts. If you have other programming such as the Unity and other, so if you want to have or give input once while the effect starts, then you use start node, and update node gives continuously input. For example, if you want a cube and continuously rotate it, update, if you connect it with update, then the cube will continuously rotate. So these are the nodes. You don't require it in this effect. Color inside, one is green and other is circular. So it is control ports which usually provide controls, and if you want to execute or move forward, it helps. And you can also click this information section and learn about it. So this actually executes the next node. So here is it is control and it controls all the, so it is control port, and this is data port. You will simply give data or any input from here. So we'll learn about these two ports here. So we don't require this in our effect. Now what you do is simply bring nodes by clicking right click. So if you click right, so you will have option of add. Now we'll apply simple logic here. So what we are doing is we want our user to tap button. So where is our button? So it is in image. So just click add node and try to look for tap. So you can see there is different option. So what we want to do is we want user to tap in image and get that output. So simply click here screen tap image. So you will come up with this node, and you have to put input here. So what we have to do is we have to put image here. You can simply add image by clicking here. and select it, or you can simply drag it from here, and it is similar. So you can do anything to make it look good. Let's delete this and add directly here. Now I'll resize it. Now we want our hair segmentation to show when user press this button. So what we need to do is we need to search for visibility. Let's search if there is any. So what is here is we have get and set. Do is get gives you a data or visibility status of a scene object. So it updates data. But what set do is it simply set the visibility, or change the visibility of our the required target. So now now we have to execute it. So what we are going to use is we are using control force to execute it. And before adding this one, this hide it from scene by unchecking this. And so what we are going to do is this is brown image, and we want to change its visibility of this brown segmentation. So drag it. So you can see the difference of get and set here also. So if you have to change it, then you will add set. So what you are going to change is we need a data here. So we add get, and so we add it here. Now we are going to check box here, as we haven't checked here, or you can simply do vice versa. And now if we select the button, we can see our hair segmentation. So our first part is done. Now our other logic is that when user press this button, it should deactivate other image segmentation of this hair or hair segmentation. So what we'll do is we'll simply duplicate this 2 times, then change this person, change this hair segmentation to green, and other to blue, and set visibility of those as off. So now what happens is that while we active brown hair segmentation, it will deactivate green and blue segmentation. Arrange it, and you can simply select this and right click and comment around, and right click to change color. So it will help you to organize your notes, or you can simply type double press and write name. Now we'll just for green, simply add node, right click and add node, and choose tab, and select screen image tab, then add node, visibility. Now you this time drag green color and select it as target and execute it and change this to check. And we haven't select image here, so just select green from your texture and you are ready and do similar. So we do want to deactivate when green is selected. So what you do is simply duplicate it 2 times and change this source to check. As we have written same name, find it difficult, you can either write underscore segmentation or look here segmentation effect. So what we are doing is we are looking for segmentation. So what you need to do is go to segmentation part and select brown and blue. Now hide the visibility of other segmentation, brown and blue, and set visibility of this green only while pressing green button. Now I'll comment it and change this color to green. Now you repeat similar step for blue and make it similar. I'll simply duplicate it. Yeah, I have done similar for this blue as well. So what I have done is simply I duplicate it and change blue to visible and other to blue to brown and blue to green are hidden. So now our effect is ready. So we'll add one feature to it. So if you press this record button, so I have done it deliberately this mistake as I want to show that if you mistakenly select this from this segmentation, so it is actually a button we have to hide. So it's not working here as I have selected from segmentation. So to avoid this segmentation and add from this foreground as it is button, so I will recommend you to rename for this segmentation example brown underscore segmentation, so it will be easier for you to understand. And select this one and restart. And yes, now we have completed this and you can check it accordingly. So we'll do this much for this video, and it's especially for beginners, so it can be done in other ways also, but I have choose simpler path to do this. So if you want, you can explore in the templates of effect house how these nodes are used. So but I would recommend you to try simpler way and simply write algorithm and look for nodes by searching in nodes whether it is available or not, or if you have any problems related you can ask, or you simply explore through templates.